Alright guys, what's up? I'm Adam Hack, sitting here again with the Blind Marrow, and got some exciting news. I got my new driving glasses, or bioptic glasses, whatever you'd like to call them. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities and my case manager Monica. They really went above and beyond what they really had to do to help me out, so big thank you to them. Now, let me flip the camera around here and I'll show you the new glasses. We'll start with the good, and there are some cons to this. I wasn't expecting it, but we'll go into detail about all that here in a second. Alright, so we got everything laid out on the hood of the car. Don't worry, the paint on this car is not good. This isn't going to scratch it or hurt it or affect it in any way or make it any worse than it already is. We don't need to worry about that. So on the left hand side, I got the old glasses. The carrier lenses are out of them. I'll explain that here in a minute. On the right hand side, we have the new glasses and the new filter. These filters are exactly the same, however these are bent a little bit differently to fit on the new glasses. Accutech does not make these filters. These are made by a third party. I don't know off the top of my head who makes them. Now, there are some differences in between the glasses. These frames are a little bit bigger. The lens area of these frames are a little bit bigger. This telescope is a little bit bigger. As you can see on this one, the telescope is a little bit smaller, and the actual frame where the lenses are a little bit smaller. Now, the quality of these lenses are phenomenal. I can see really well through them, better than I've ever probably been able to see through a normal pair of glasses. This telescope, same deal. I can see very well through this new telescope, and the sight picture, or the field of view, seems like it's bigger, like I can see a wider angle in front of me. All of those are good things. Now, in the old glasses, the lenses were they got baked in the sun, they were faded. Now, that is not Accutech's fault. That is my fault. I never stored them correctly. I would just throw them on my center console of my car and leave them sit. Like, example, right here by the shifter, I would just leave them sit. Or, same thing on my Malibu, I'd close the cup holders, because it's a flat surface, and I'd just set them there. And I never really thought about it, but when we got down there, or when I got down there on Thursday, I seen the color sample, and then I seen the new lenses. I was like, wow, these had faded significantly. Now, granted, I've had these glasses for almost 7 years, so I would expect they would fade some, but they had faded quite significantly. Accutech, we called them. They're going to either replace the lenses, you know, and the lenses aren't going to cost me very much because there's no prescription or anything in them. But if they're not scratched or damaged too much from being that old, they're just going to re-dye them and re-UV coat them, which again will cost very little for me. So the good news there. So these ones will be brought back up to snuff, and the new ones, well, they're already up to snuff as far as the filters and the colors go. Now, on the old glasses, the frames are a little bit bigger. Well, let me pick them up here, show you. See the frames? They're a little bit bigger, and that telescope sits up higher in the frame. That's good. There's a cutout in the lens that the carrier lenses that the telescope goes through. I never really noticed that. On the new glasses, they're a little bit smaller, and so the telescope comes down, and there's not really a good way. I'll have to take pictures of myself with my cell phone to show a better picture. But you can see where the telescope comes through. Since the lenses are a little bit smaller, it protrudes a little bit farther down in the sight picture. That is the big con for me, because where I like to sit, I got my back's kind of hunched, so I like to lean the seat back and sit like this. Now when I sit like that, right where that cutout is, it's right in the middle of my line of sight, and I got to readjust, and I'm not 100% comfortable with these. Now I can drive with them, but like I said, I'm not 100% comfortable with them. If I was going on a long trip and in unfamiliar places, I'm going to wear my old glasses with my contacts because I'm much more comfortable with them. So with the old glasses, I put them on and I rock my head down just a little bit, and I can see through the telescope, and I come back up and nothing's in the way. On the new glasses, I'm sitting with my head up higher, and I got to come down a lot farther So there's a lot more motion, it's more time, and I'm not as comfortable with that. Now, Ocutech, there will be contacting me to get my billing information for the lenses. And I'm gonna talk to them about these lenses to see if we could get a better, more optimized set. Like I said, I'll show pictures. There's a good 1/16 of an inch, if not even an 1/8 of an inch of clearance between the bottom of that telescope and the top of the lens, where there could be lens there. And even if it costs me a little bit of money, I'll do that. I'm not going to ask opportunities for Ohioans with disability to flip that bill. And they went beyond and above and beyond anything they should have done for me. They really hooked me up with this new pair of glasses. So a big shout out and a big thank you to Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities and my case manager, Monica, for hooking me up with these. She, went above and beyond what she had to do. I mean, really, they did everything for me they were obligated to do. They could have been like, well, you got your setup, you could drive, here you go. But these really, they make it easier because I don't have to take contacts in and out. And then, if I just want to go to the gas station or whatever, I don't have to put my contacts in, and I come home, I just take them back out. I can just go. So the convenience factor for these are nice. Now, like I said, if I'm going on a trip, or I'm going to go with the setup that I feel most comfortable with and most effective with. So, and then also, I'm going to see if Ocutech would like to work with me, because I have some ideas on how we could improve these designs even farther. Not only do I want to make it better for myself, but there's a whole community of people that are visually impaired that use this style of glass or glasses to drive, and I would like to give back a little bit, help. I've had these glasses for almost 7 years now, and I've been thinking about ways we could make them better, we could make improvements, we could optimize them. So maybe, I hope they would like to work with me on some ideas, or I could present some ideas to them to possibly improve this and make it even better than it already is. It's not bad. I mean, none of this is ideal. No one wants to be visually impaired and have to wear these glasses, but that's the name of the game. This is what we got to deal with. So I would like to help make it better if I can. So anyway, though, these new glasses, I don't know how easy it's going to be. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Like I said, I'll take pictures. But there's a good gap right there where there doesn't need to be a gap. That could be lens right there. Even, I'm sure if the telescope touched the lens, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because it's not going to scratch the lens, per se. And then on the other side, you can see big gap right there. And that's right in the middle of my eye. So the best analogy I could think of is like when you're, set these down carefully. When you're in a swimming pool and you got a pair of goggles on, and you're like half out of water, so on the top side of your eye you can see, outside the top of the water, and then you got that line across of where the surface of the water is, and then you can see below. It's like that, except for me, on the bottom side, clear as daylight. On the top side, super blurry, and then you got the telescope on top of that, which is clear again. So it's like, well, it really throws you off, and I'm really having a hard time adjusting to that. So that is why I want to see about if we can make this better. Now, so I don't know where I was going with it. But anyways, though, yeah, when they contact me, I'm going to ask them about that. I'm sure it'll cost me a little bit of money. I'm hoping it's not a super, a large amount of money. Like I said, these glasses here were like $2,400. Again, I don't think the lenses will be, the telescope is the main cost, but I don't think the lenses would be that bad. So I'm hoping I could get a new right side lens made with a much smaller cutout for that telescope, because I don't need that big of a cutout for the telescope. And I want to be able to drive as safely and effectively as possible. Now, with all that being said, it's a nice day out. Finally got some rain. Major roads I'll probably stay off of, but back roads, I'm definitely going to get the car out, and we're going for a rip, because I'm tired of waiting. It's time. It's spring. I'm ready for a rip in the blind marrow. We'll go out and make a hit. We will film I will film some of that of me driving, and we'll be utilizing these new glasses. So I forgot to add, the pros and cons. The old glasses, I can see really well. I'm really comfortable with the old glasses. Like I said, I've been using them for 7 years now, and I really like them. They work great for what I do. The conceal glasses, whenever I want to go anywhere, even if it's just a quick trip to the gas station, I gotta put my contacts in. So that's kind of a hassle. Like, it's annoying. Now the new glasses, pros are, don't have to put the contacts in. I could just take these off, throw them on, let it ride, just go. That saves me a lot of time, especially going to and from work, because I can't wear contacts at work. The big con with those glasses are that hole in the lens or that telescope. I mean, it's freaking huge. I have the pictures taken. I'm gonna slap them in the video so you can see, and you'll be able to see that, you know, the hole is bigger than it has to be. That's why I'm hoping Accu-Tech will work with me and, you know, get me a lens that, you know, maybe is a little bit more ideal of a setup. So, again, I gotta say thank you to Opportunities for Ohioans with Disability, case manager Monica. None of this would have been possible without them. And again, I hope I can work with Accu-Tech to come up with better designs in the future. I think I've pushed the boundaries of what I can do with them. I think I've been using them for a long enough period of time that I could give good, solid feedback to them to develop better. And I'm not saying the glasses are bad by any means. They're not. They're bad, but with anything, it doesn't matter what it is. There's always room for improvement. So I'm hoping that, you know, they'll work with me and would like to make improvements to the glasses. And I think it would make good make good content for my YouTube channel. I think it would, for kids that are looking to do the bioptic driving or wear the goofy glasses as I refer to them, I think, you know, they'll be able to watch this and see, you know, how it's done, see different setups, you know, and all of that good stuff. So again, thank you to Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities and Monica, my case manager. Thanks to Accu-Tech for making glasses that allow people like me to drive in the first place. And thanks to everybody again for watching what I've made so far. I mean, I know my videos definitely aren't the best on the internet. So again, thank you, everybody.